this is Divine Sunshine. I was sorry I was not on there. I cannot do the keys. I'm busy. I'm going to do, I guess, in the spirit's like, you are helping them out because you're going to do the Q&A. Please make sure that you join us. I should have mentioned on the last one. Make sure that you join us for the live Q&A with Jupiter 1111. That's tonight at 5:30 Central Time. It's the Sandbox Q&A. We are going to continue the conversation of pushing past the pain or the hurt. And we also find ourselves orbiting and webbing into other things. So you can ask us any questions. That's from Jupiter 11 and myself, Kathy D, and April Williams. We pretty much tail in and start answering all different questions. So today's thing is what I'm looking at is I just wanted to get a finger or a pulse as far as where is the karmics in general. They could be divine masculines or divine feminines. I'm not going to categorize it into one because this is the underlining course. I'm seeing like a current running underneath, like water running underneath, in the pipelines and things into houses, that underlining current of what's going on with the karmics collectively. So when I look at this, I look at the energies here for the divine karmics here. What's going on with them I have is anti-hero and nightmares. Some of them in some ways they feel like it's two ways. I'm getting a fork in the road. They feel like it's a nightmare happening to them, and they feel like they are being a nightmare to somebody as well. They want this freedom, but this freedom looks like it's like taking over. I remember when I first started trying to go on a horse, and the horse was taking off with me. I remember that first time. I was like, what the heck? You could see like in their eyes and he was a white horse like that. This like possessiveness from this horse, and they're like, I don't know what happened, because most of the time the horse so nice and gentle, and I think, oh my God, I remember his name, and he was they called him Twin, and it was like, I know what's wrong with Twin, and I was like, I don't know neither, but something about me, he was just all over the place acting crazy. They say they got this psychic protection, shield, and bad dreams. Something's telling me to look that up. What is... Let me look at this. I want to see this. I want to read the book. Because I'm going several ways, but they told me it would clarify me a little bit through this. Nightmare number 5. Okay, don't nobody call. Nightmare. Sometimes we are at our most vulnerable when we sleep or when we are attempting to sleep. This card speaks of the night, which is restless of the soul that cannot find the space in which to close their eyes and fully relax. Whose dreams are creating agitation and distress. Who feels terror when knowing the darkness is falling rather than joy of the dark mother called night. So right now, what this person is again, what I'm feeling is that they feel like the end is closing near, like the darkness is coming, like these tower moments, some darkness of where the unknown, they don't know where they're going from. And so this is causing them to have these nightmares as well. And they're not being able to relax where they are. They probably, to me, I think that even came out in the sunshine circle, that some of them aren't able to relax as well. And so they're not being able to really, they're saying, dark mother, really nurture themselves where they are in this things. They got some deep wounds, they said, that has been reopened. They got some repeats from the past, and betrayal of yesteryear is a fresh as a cut, is as fresh as a cut as if it took place that day. Okay, so some things are really reopening in with this person, so they can't really get a closure or healing according to them. Things are even haunting them even in their awakened state, so they're not really getting any kind of peace or either rest either. Okay. I like this. They say right now with the kind of saying nightmare. This, okay, thank you. So do you like this part? What I'm looking at this is saying right now she's living in fear, unable to understand how she can make changes to what's happening to her. the sleep patterns to be again, is like, like they say, stay woke, do. So something she has not been woke on. She's been kind of in sleep. It's like, I see it, I don't see it, or I pretend like a possum, playing possum, I'm asleep, but you're not. And it's something she's sleeping on. Like, you sleeping on that. You slept on that. That really, if you was woke, that shouldn't happen. So she's letting things sleep on her. Yeah. She needs to work on that one. This anti-hero is always saying whatever it is, it's like, really, instead of her going with the flow and becoming divine, she's going against this. The underlying energies here is she still feel like she got to take some risks. She's going to the bitter end on this one. And she's breaking some rules. Really, as a divine, this is divine karmic I'm talking about. She had taken this energy and really had reversed it and used it to prepare her to get out the situation. That would be better suited for her than she's taking it and using it for like the dark side. Because this is a lot of dark kind of semi-energy that I'm seeing here. This being propelled here. Right now in the 3D, what this is causing for her is like to draw this divine masculine in. So whatever it is, I feel like it's more kind of sexual to be. He looks like, he's like, I'm a slave to it as well. I'm seeing this even here with this slipper here. This is the Cinderella slipper thing. To me, it looks to be like it does not. This is twofold. This slipper does not fit on her feet, okay? But this is really not the divine. This is interesting. The divine feminine has, the divine has a counterpart has showed up. They're saying, you know what? I'm still drawing him in. On the 3D, she knows that the divine counterpart is drawing the divine their counterpart into them. And they're thinking about how can I be nurtured, because he's staring at the breast, or he's in the breast area, which is drawing them in. Also saying here with the long care that knowing that the divine feminine energies is growing more knowledge about the situation as well. Again, when I look at this Cinderella thing, that slipper didn't fit. It didn't fit right with her. However, to me, when I see this goes twofold, that this slipper really actually fits on her feet. Although this is like leftovers from where she had tried it on, and then now she's seeing that, if she tries this on, he's going to find out this rightfully does belong to her. Okay, what is the heart of the matter going on right here, which is codependency? I can hear everybody saying, right, addictions. Right now, to me, when I look at this, it's like I'm in my own world. I ain't really even paying attention to what's going on here. That's why the spirit is saying you need to stay woke. You ain't woke. You asleep. You sleeping. Now, that's the kids say, you lacking. You ain't even where you supposed to be on that one. It's interesting. You got the shield down with things you should be shielding. Talk about psychic protection that they have for you. You have not been using it. Especially got this moon here, the illusion here as well. So this moon energy going to bring out a lot more. You think you got nightmares here. Now it's going to really become a nightmare on Elm Street. That's why she called it. You talking about that. This codependency keeps you on Elm Street. Okay? Because, again, you're a co-creator. You're a co-creator. I was just saying you're a co-creator of this mess. You got to become wise. You got to come divine karmas. I'm going to talk to you. You got to walk that fine line. You got to understand that. It's a tightrope. You can't, move off of it. You keep on kind of dancing around and then hopscotching around it. And just like a gymnast, you got to keep yourself focused. You got to keep your eyes on the route, or putting one foot in front of the other. And you got to run this. When I see this cheetah tells me you kind of low on your stamina. Your stamina is not where it should be. You resting. You supposed to be chasing the dream, not sitting there resting and building yourself upon like this old foundation, the past, like they said. You looking at the past, old hurts. You sitting on top of it and say, nah, I just stay right here. And you got these new beginning here, but this is fossilized. This is an egg, but this is a fossilized egg, which means this is old. Okay, and that's stopping you because, again, this codependency, because you're like, nah, this is it, I'm fine where I'm at. You need to be able to get in the point that you're releasing that feminine energies in your emotions, releasing it so you can be able to let things flow, and so you can elevate and go on to the next level. For you, again, there's no place like home, and right now this ain't it. Where you need to go, divine divine karmic counterpart, is the place where truly they are leaving the light on. Your counterpart is actually leaving the light on for you right now, and this is your home, but you got to elevate. You got to dream big. You got to plant the seed like the beanstalk and be able to get off of Elm Street so you can be able to go to your rightful address. You like some of them policemen coming in and busting in and talking, I'm serving the warrant, and they got the wrong address. You at the wrong address. This ain't it. You on Elm Street. You're not where you're supposed to actually be going at. So understanding, you're saying worth waiting for. Do you waiting on for divine timing? Your issue right now, the heart of the matter of you, is understanding that notice it's a work. Divine timing is a work in your love life. You can't see it because, again, you still trying to find your voice in your divine masculine energies here. And for the divine feminine, you're trying to stand in your power, and you're also trying to, again, communicate what's going on with you and in your heart. You're trying to find your passion and your bliss. That came out in the sunshine circle. Again, some of them just working, and they doing Rihanna work. Thank you for the confirmation. But you working at it, but that ain't where you happy. Okay? And you need to also, with you, your thing is soulmates. You need to go on. You trying to, this is what I'm picking up from you, divine karmic. You looking at it saying you want it now. You want this instant love now, which is, and I think that's semi what they was telling me to do even for my channel message. You want the bootleg version instead of you being very patient and waiting on it. Some of you are not doing it because you don't think that you're worthy of it. That came out in the circle too as well. And because you not think you're worthy, you're not even waiting on the real deal like Coke. This is the real deal. You ain't even letting Ray Charles say you got the right one, baby. You in the Pepsi. You all over the place. And instead of you waiting for the right one, instead of pushing and making a square, a round peg on a square hole, you making it fit, and it's not really truly the one. That's why they're saying you want to call in the soulmate, because this person here truly has your heart space, and it truly has the keys to your heart to make the heart flow, to be just like penguins here. Because right now you're building stock into something that's not something that's going to last for a lifetime. This is not sustainable, what you're in with the divine counterpart. You know that they belong to somebody else, but you're staying in it because you believe that, hey, this is it. This is about the best I can do. I looked at somebody else's reading. I shared it even in my sunshine circle with them. You're doing some of you all say believe black magic, and black magic, don't get scared. And those of you all don't believe in it, you're manipulating the divine counterpart to stay in there, whether it's through sex, it's the kids, it's the money. All those things are coming out, and I've seen that even in several readings with that. And you having somebody stay there, which is not a willing participant in it. You're not gonna buy me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, because this is going to help you. So let's get loose the words and tangling up, and I know exactly what I'm saying. This is going to help you out. So in the egg, power it up, and put the shield up. So my thing is you got to really understand that you're at a place that you're buying a bootleg dream, which is not the really one that God has truly designed for you. You have to believe in yourself that much. Now, as it was brought in, I had to quote in some of the things in Sunshine Circle we had said, and I think in Ethereal Sources that she was saying that her, go to her channel, to Ethereal Sources 777. She was saying about even with her grandmother. I'm seeing this here, some of this self-worth, because to me, when I see worth waiting for, that jumps out. It's the worth aspect of it. Some of them have been taught through their family, that they're worth it. Again, I can look and see again how we mirror each other, the karmics and ourselves. I mentioned that in a challenge message earlier, that again, about not being the taxi is the divine counterpart. For the divine feminine energies, the divine master say you sitting in the back, you're not really taking your role, you're just letting things happen, but you're not really actually putting something. You're working, but you're not. To me, it seems like you're not taking the energies and working towards us driving the car together. That's the issue. And it's like, now it's time for you to come on, because sometimes I need you to take the steering wheel. And so this is, again, like you're saying about work. Some of us are doing that because, again, our own childhood wounds, things that have happened with us. Some of us have not seen that type of relationship at all, so we don't know what the hell we actually doing. Just in turn, just like the divine karmic don't know what the heck they doing, because they ain't seen it. This is coming from ancestry down the line. All these things, just like ancestry down the line with me. If I could look at my eyes, I didn't see in my mom's side of it, and even my dad's things. It's always been like no married, but then parting off, and the separation that always occurred there. Tail spilling, even of mom and my dad's, them separating and going and starting off other families someplace else. Okay, well, what happened to the daggone commitment? So now that's coming down the pipeline, and I'm seeing that even with nieces and nephews and things of that nature. So that's something that's got to be cleaned up. So if that's happening here on my end, I definitely know it's happening on her end. Okay, so that's got to be, we got to stop looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay, because we got to understand our self-worth. So we got to work on our power, divine feminine energies or divine masculine energies, if that's resonating with you. Because all of us, if I think even in my situation, it's the thing about family and connections that we've got to work on. Okay, next thing is, this came in reverse, which means we're moving into the energy of they really want to draw attention to this wedding thing. As well. They really saying they have this commitment. Now, this is twofold here. This is a fork in the road too as well. Some of them are saying they want to keep this commitment and they want to regenerate it again. But see, it's there. And see, that's not for you to be able to be regenerating. Okay, I was about to say, boo. It's not for you to regenerate for that, because again, it's like you trying to regenerate a dead horse. It's over. It's back to that cat again. I keep on telling you about the cat is dead, and you keep on carrying around this corpse of this cat with the skeleton, and you keep on trying to revive it over again, and I'm telling you, it's over with. That same thing like my second, I call her my second furry baby born. When she passed, and then she had, I think like my kids say, she had a heart attack. Well, she may have a doggy attack. She might have had that. And I remember when she had did that and she was out of it, I kept on punching on her and kind of doing like CPR, doing compressions, thank you, on her chest. And for a while, I had revived her back. She had coughed and kind of came back. And then I seen her kind of going back, drifting again. And I could have kept on like bringing her back. And Spirit's like, let it go. I've always known when it's that. Same thing with my dog and my dad. It's like, let it go, because it's time for them. Oh, that's them. It's time for them to go on to the next level. You're stopping them and you're causing a backup of like almost like a plumbing for that, be able to have that flow go on. So just let them go ahead and go into the next process for them to naturally move into their next phase. That's the same thing with you. You doing the same thing like that. I could have revived my dog. You could have revived the cat back over again like that. Or I could have did things some more for my dad to do and to be here. But that's not going to help out, because again, it's a natural ebb and flow to everything, and you're stopping them. And this is what I'm feeling like you're doing, that you're stopping the natural process for the divine masculine to go on. And I can hear you saying, you don't know what he did. I invested so much. I'm going to feel like a fool. I know that came out from the Sunshine Circle too as well. Somebody had stated that it's the, Kathy D said it's the shame of it. No, not Kathy D, Bonita. They like twins. This the shame of it again. And I've told you all, and I'm going to keep on saying this on this channel, because I know some of you all are divine feminines or divine masculines in these situations, and you are the karmic. Okay, so that's why I call you divine karmic. Again, please understand, stop feeding into the energy. If you're trying to make an exit, Start now standing in your power, in your truth. No, I don't feel like being with you tonight. No, I don't want to have sex. Okay, you might be trying to draw me in. This went twofold, like the karmic was doing this too, as well as the divine feminine was doing that. I don't want to have. Start drawing back. Why? I don't. You know what? Start sending the signals to them. Like, yes, what you thought Santa Claus is real or is not real, or whatever. The Santa Claus would be, the twin flame is real. Yes, what you've been feeling, that this person exists, and you feel me drawing energetically to the other end, to the other side with my twin flame. Yes, that is true. Let me clarify and confirm it for you. See, that's half of you all's problem here too as well. You all are not confirming with it. You keep on playing around. You gaslighting them too. You gaslighting them. That don't make you any better. You gaslighting them. Let them think that it's a future going on. Ain't no future. It's over with. I'm back and I see in pink. Thank you, Raphael. It ain't no continue on. I'm gonna keep on throwing this out there in the ethers, that maybe my divine masculine and they both of them kind of catch this. It's not anymore. If you know you're doing that, stop playing games with that. That is more karma or more lessons that you putting out there, more hurt feelings putting out there, and that's gonna really, I don't blame her. It's gonna make her go into the Jasmine Sullivan and say, I'm gonna bust the windows out your damn car. Because you kept on gaslighting me to think that we was going somewhere. Start getting signals, not even in your house, to let you know that it's over with, but also start sending signals to the people on the outside and let you know I'm pulling out of this. Stop sending the me and Bay and me and Boo things on Facebook and everybody in the way you talking. Start giving people breadcrumbs. I'm gonna keep on air. People say I'm good for that. It's reteach, because you ain't got it. You like my kids in my classroom. You ain't got it. Start giving breadcrumbs. It's enough. The shop is closed. We ain't having no sex no more. Why? I don't feel like it, because I don't feel like I keep on swirling my energies with you. The shop is closed. So I will be sleeping in the guest room from now on. I'm not gonna play this game no more. We're not gonna swerve and having sex, and I know you hit that good spot too, but I'm just not gonna do that no more, because see, now I'm setting you up to think that we got a future and we don't. So we ain't doing the sex tonight. I'm sorry, and it ain't gonna be from the own nights from this point, because I'm exiting out. Okay, now what you do from that point on, that's your business. Okay, that's it. Matter of fact, I'm starting looking for me a house. I found me an apartment from now on. What you doing? Don't worry about it. It's the isolation. You supposed to be with me. This is the best time for me to start looking for apartments now. Because they ain't thinking about nobody leaving. This is the best time for me to look for me a house. Because they probably is going down. People are desperate. They want to sell their houses now. So this is the time for me to go do this. Okay, so keep that stuff in mind. Start building your exit strategy now. Stop playing with them like that, because then I'm on their side. I don't blame them for getting upset like that and anchoring down more into it. They're becoming like a bear because you're hurting them, so now they grab more to you. Stop pushing them into that bear mentality and start letting them know, okay, you know what, I'm not here to hurt you. I want to find a peaceful resolve to how we can end this. Next thing, again, regeneration. Again, the divine wants you to be able to think about some serious commitment too as well, because it was twofold. Because again, it's regenerating whatever it is that you thought was dead, as far as the divine counterpart, as you see them kind of going off into the sunset and riding off with the true divine person, is again because it's generating. It's regenerating, because spirit and source is saying, I need them now. Okay, so I'm about to flood through this a whole bunch of, they're gonna keep on sleeping, eating, dreaming. You thinking about it's nightmares on your end. How about on their end, the flip end of your divine counterpart that's with this divine karmic, is now they getting flooded with a whole bunch of dreams about their divine person that they're supposed to be with. So now there we go. It's a bounce. It's a mirror there too. So now starts the funhouse effect. Excuse me. Woo, somebody got a major release. Okay. So now we got this funhouse effect. You see, she get nightmares, the divine karmic. I'll just say that way, because that's the way I can think of. The divine karmics are getting nightmares, and the actual divines are now getting dreams. There go the mirroring about this. Like, damn, I'll be sitting up there at the computer, and I'm having me some daydreams about me and my divine feminine, us getting married, and her with my kids, and she adopting as hers. Where the hell is coming from? And it's like every time I stop, I'm getting flooded with this. I go to sleep, I'm getting flooded with it. So there goes source, flooding it. Okay. Next thing we have here again is alone in the world. So right here, the shadow thing about the divine karmics, they're feeling like they feel alone. They're like, I'm vulnerable. That's what they said about these nightmares. You're feeling vulnerable. You don't feel like you're protected right now. You're trying on all these different identities and things as well. You're trying to get really comfortable with where you are, taking a seat in your soul, but you feel like, you're exposed. And you're kind of scared about that exposure too as well. And that goes back to Benita talking about the shame as well. Because again, like I said, this is advice for your big sister. I'm telling you, again, if you're trying to do that, you don't want more people asking you questions when you're getting ready to end things. You want to go on ahead and start kind of leaving some things, so that makes it much easier for you. So when you go on ahead and get them divorce papers signed, or you start moving out, or you're saying it no longer works, people are smart. They also have intuition, and they could put two and two together and say, oh my God, all along, it's me as another bestie. We can tell, like, I don't think they go together no more. You seen them posting stuff? No. And lo and behold, slowly, it used to be me, I don't give a darn if she said, me and Boo Thang is going to Home Depot buying some stuff for our new house. And they was flooding and everything. He's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you can tell when people is genuine. I mean, they slapping you upside your head with it every minute of the minute with things like that. And then after a while, you like, okay, all right, is this genuine? Something about this don't feel right up in my spirit. And and then after a while, me and I almost name my bestie's name, and I was like, you see this? I'm gonna call her Tammy. You put it together, Tammy. You see this? And she's like, yeah, nah. And I say, I don't see them posted no more. You like, you right? She going on the Facebook page, she looking at seeing, and say, I don't think they together no more. And then lo and behold, slowly you seeing they ain't going to events anymore together, and she's posting stuff up there. I guess by myself kind of post. The empowerment of being single and stuff like that. And we like, see. But how they quietly do that. Now, we already know. Now, you can do an extra strategy like that. I'm sure people might even ask you, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to Larry? I thought you and Larry was going together. And then it's like, nah, that didn't work out for me. So, okay, so you ain't going with them no more. Yeah, and it's been quiet. So take your exit like that. Just slowly, whatever it is. I don't think she had to answer to anybody. What's the karmic actions that you're taking here? So right now, you defensive. You sitting there with your mask on. You got all this extra adornment on. Your crown chakra is all covered. You ain't letting not a damn thing come into any of these chakra areas here. You is closed off. And you got the sword of truth, and you ready, and you're defensive to do this towards anybody. You're not even hearing it. You swearing you in your throne. That ain't really your thing. I'm seeing the government there. That's the capital. There. And you too, when I see this, it's like, I'm not trying to do anything to rock the boat. This is the Leah card. I ain't trying to rock the boat, like you all both in there together, and you just trying to peacefully. You got these swords energies here, which again is you got 6 of swords. So again, it's swords energy. You trying to in the love department. I'm just trying to make nice with him. Matter of fact, this daggone in here, he look like he ready to jump out the boat, and you holding him there. Get me off this damn boat. Okay, the ministry that they want to move you into is this maiden of swords. So you got this conflict in your mind here, and you call yourself, but you know what? The storm is behind you. The storm is coming. This is what I'm looking at. So the energy and source is saying, the storm is coming. Now, you can be as defensive if you want to, but guess what? You in that maiden of swords, which means your energy is not that strong as you think that you are. And you got these boots that's made for walking on as well, but you ain't got no armor on, which lets me know you ain't got really the true protection or the armor of God right now, which lets me know that right where you are, sources said of course, everybody underneath God's grace is, God loves everybody, source loves everybody, and yes, you are going to be protected. That's it, because of his love and his grace. Everybody has that, but it's not with this one. They're saying you know what, you're gonna have to go on this on your own. You know, of course, we just like the Bible said, we're gonna let it come near you, but we're not gonna let it get you. Everybody's gonna get that. But this here is like what you have here is not like the full armor of source really protecting you with this. This is gonna get you. This is gonna get you. You're gonna get some blows on this one, divine, karmic on this one, because again, you're being defensive with your conflict here, and you're fighting it. So the storm is going to have to come and kind of do these last little bits of things here. But the good thing is what I'm saying there is that you got your boots on and you're ready to walk. Okay, that's a good thing, kid. So, but you got your armor on, but like I say, it's soft. It's a soft armor. It's so much that can protect you, which lets me know that it's going to get you. It's going to hit you. Those tower moments are going to get you. It's going to move you now into this. So you got a lot of swords energy. You ain't got no cups here. Divine counterpart here. To me, it's a conflict in your thinking about how people are really looking to you, how they're praising you. This is twofold. They're saying you got this false praise. Again, you on Facebook, girl. You know what? When I get me a man, I wish I had me a man like your divine masculine. I swear I do. And you know, and you getting this false praise because you're not getting it right, because you in this bootleg kind of connection or relationship that's really you're not getting your just due. I mean, you're not just due. You're not getting any just due from it. You're not due it or justice out of it, because that's not really it. You're getting false praise, and of course it's building you up, but that's not really it. So it's helping to build this ego here. I don't know why I'm thinking like Saturday Night Fever. When I think about John Travolta, he's on there and they was in that contest, and they was like, yeah, you know, and it ended up they gave him the prize, and he's like, I didn't win this damn. He's like, take this damn prize here and take that over there to them, to that Hispanic couple that won. They really won. He like, here, y'all won first prize. Here the money too, cause we ain't winning. She like, what's that? Why you get that money to him? He like, come on, this bootleg, they rigged this for them. He said, I know darn well they dance better than us. That's the same thing. You got to kind of, I keep on this, the same, as Spirit is bringing the same theme over again to you understand that you have not won. I talked about that, about me in the dance competition. I could have rightfully lied and said that trophy had belonged to us, and let the coach that came from the same school and say, okay, well, you wait for them to send you your trophy. They didn't have our name. We did not win it. They had creative dance. We didn't come to creative dance that day. We did hip hop. So I went on here and told truth. I say, here, this is your plaque, and we'll wait for our award when it comes. This is the same thing. You got to get to the point that you got to be in your integrity. That's integrity all around for everybody. That's for us. That's us as divines, and that's you all as well. I know they're going to call back because I clicked it off. That's us as divines as well. We have to answer to somebody, and you've got to live in integrity. And this is what Spirit is trying to push you to, divine karmics. It's real for you to be the divine. To be really to be divine means to have integrity. Okay, so this is what they're doing. But at the same time, it's like going ahead and do this thing, which is to let that divine counterpart go and really go into your divine things, because at the end of it, you're going to truly be praised for it. Let's do it the right way, where you really shine. Like, this is like Spirit here. And they're going to sing your praises this way, because you didn't really actually now have let these swords down. This is where they want you to move to get it honestly. This conflict. So to me, it's like, as far as when I see here, you got the spades here, swords of spades, where you have all of these things here that you're saying, these negative thinking, these conflicts, even coming from your friends. Those people ain't really the ones here, because they got armor on too, which means they got issues as well, and there's some things that they are protecting their heart space from as well. And to me, it's like, go ahead and be able to shine like pure gold. To me, you're very vulnerable here. But again, this is like Source saying, I'm knighting you. Now you are truly divine. Good job, faithful servant. Good job. Now you getting it in the true way. Now we into knighthood. You say, I come here, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how the hell I got here. But you know what? I went on ahead and put my swords down and said, okay, I want the real praise, not the fake praise. for that, you know, because I would, if I would have went on ahead and accepted that award like that, that's just really, that would have gnawed at me, knowing I'm really truly divine like I am, and I don't try to live my life being no hypocrite if I can, you know. Sometimes I do have them times. At the end of the day, this is your underlining energy. Told you the overall energy, but this is the underline for you to become Queen of Water. Again, and it's funny, I seen this for the Divine Master. We talk about rain down on me, let the Spirit rain on me, rain on me, hey, rain down on me, let the Spirit fall upon me, rain on me. So this is what they want you to do. You're going to be just like the Divine Masculine. We had this, was you're going to rain down. Spirit is going to rain down and cleanse you. So now you all are pretty much resonating on the same thing. The divine counterpart is now, this came from, so you divine feminine, divine masculine energies is now in the 3D, is now moving to that energies of becoming vulnerable. Nothing to hide. Now we still got to work a little bit on this root chakra and this sacral, how we connected to others. And this is also your root chakra, what things that you're rooted in. Your sacral, which is how you're relating to others, how you're manifesting, creating things. And that something this kind of to me is the shame. How do I go about doing this? I don't know how to do this. This to be, when you come like this is what Patricia McNealy talks about, that percentage of how your divine counterpart comes to you. 80%, this is the 20%. When I see this, I'm being directed by source and spirit to say this right here is going to be worked on with your true divine counterpart. This is going to help to reveal and to take those hands, and they're going to come and take your hand and say, take it, push them away, I want to see all of you. There's nothing for you to come to me ashamed about. I want to see all of you. I can deal with whatever blemishes and things and scars that you have, because I believe when I look at them, I see them, I know them, and I still call them beautiful. If somebody got a song there, your scars, I think they're beautiful. I think that's Sierra got that song. This is this is the ending thing. This is where they want you to come through. They've got this Cancerian energy. This is Cancer. This is like, I know my dad with that, which is truly having a place of understanding. One of Cancers like that home life, really truly having a home. They be protective of their home or their family members, and really truly moving into that energy of having really a true home that they can call home, that they can go to and find refuge in. Right now where you are, you can't find refuge in. Okay, karmics, they want you to be a queen of water. Queen of water means I have ownership of my own emotions. I'm no longer in that swords energies where it's fighting in my head, fighting about my lineage or my genealogy, about what my ancestors is. I feel like I'm fighting against past hurts and pains and things that have been set forth before I even came here. Now I'm just lifting up the baton and I'm taking it and I'm moving forward in that energy, where I'm now at this point when I see the baton and say, I don't want it, thank you, you can take that, I don't want this baton, I'm sorry, dropping the mic right here, that's it, I'm going on to something new. And that's the whole package deal and the theme, pretty much resonating from the divine karmic to divine counterpart that's in a relationship with the divine karmic, and also the one who's in waiting or in separation karmic. I mean divine counterpart as well, okay, which is probably in their own karmic relationship as well. We all have something that we got to deal with and we got to let loose. We just, to me, it's just a whole mirroring effect. But at the end of the day, like the overall thing, it's time for you to get off of Elm Street, okay? And it's time for us to kind of move into this, let it rain down on you and create a new. All right then. Sorry this had to be in 2 parts here. Yicky. I dislike when it does that. And when I'm moving on to the movie, I am movie thing, it's got an issue. It's talking about it's too long and I can't transfer it on doing that. So until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste. Namago. Love you.